I just wanted to make this video, show you, tell you a little bit about what's going on with me in my life. So I graduated with my BFA with concentration in painting from Wayne State. I was only in that program for about 2.5 years of my whole 8 years of schooling. I graduated this summer. That's a part of why I haven't been super active on social media. It was a strange kind of thing to be culminating this massive chapter of my life, this goal I had for so long, this unachievable, unattainable thing. I'm experiencing this joyful achievement in the midst of all of the loss and the grief, and my own personal grief included. And it's complicated, but it's good, and I want to commemorate that. I want to have a moment and say, like, wow, I did the thing. Like, I set out to do the thing, and it was forever, and it took a long time, and it was not a straight line, but I did the thing, and it changed my life. And I am so glad that I invested in myself on this journey, that I allowed this goal to be an organic part of my life that could interact with other things. I'm glad that I put it on pause when I needed to, and that I didn't get it all at once, and that I didn't get it all done in one place. And I went to 5 different colleges in 3 different states, and I achieved something that I never thought I could do. That's not true. I achieved something that I allowed myself to believe other people said I couldn't do it, and I did it in a way that allowed me to grow and change. Some of the changes weren't good. We're not going to go into specifics, but especially since reintegrating into school after quitting drinking has been a pretty consistent focus for my life. And I'm very glad to have this chapter done, to have done the thing. Hey, high school guidance counselor who told me that there wasn't any money in drawing. Yay, I got my bachelor's finally. I'm only 38, it's fine. But no, it's really exciting, and I'm really happy to have accomplished it, even though it feels so unreal and strange. What's a little bit more unreal and a little bit stranger and a little bit more exciting is I do not want to leave Detroit, because I love it here. I'm getting my MFA at Wayne State. I was hired in as a graduate teaching assistant, so I'll be teaching Drawing 1 at university, which is like a dream come true. And it's a little different than I envisioned it, because it's going to be online. So that has a lot of challenges and requires a lot of structure. That is a good lesson for me to be learning, for sure. My work is changing during all of this. Obviously, I don't think there's a single artist on the planet, or non-artist, who's going to come through this and have their way of processing be just the same as it always was. And my work is changing and becoming more interdisciplinary. It's become, temporarily at least, less paint-based, even though, trust me, I'm still a painter, and the painting will come back. It's mad right now. I'm really excited about seeing where my work goes. I'm digitally engaging using this interface to communicate again, which is really going to be good for me in my practice, and literally will be the main way of connecting with people for the next 3 years while I do this journey. So I'm very excited. I'm going to post a link here so you can watch my commencement thing if you want to. My name is on the page if you want to see it. I've got a couple stars, pretty cool. Yeah, so check it out or not. I didn't even know about my commencement video until it had been posted for a few days. But it was cool. I still watched about half of it. Not really sure how to facilitate a graduation party. So I just wanted to do something that was commemorative of this shift in my life. It's something I've wanted for a really long time, and something that's just for me, you know, and it's also a good thing, and it's strange to have a good thing at a time like this, and it kind of gets me sort of jumbled up in my feelings about it. You know, it's a very emotionally complex place to be. That's what the delay has been about. My new semester basically started already. I'm already constructing my online class and all of that. So, but actual classes start September 2nd. So it's going to be very studio driven and personal practice driven. And I'm definitely focused more on the journey than the destination, since, you know, there is just a healthy dose of uncertainty going around right now. I think about when I was 19 or 20, and if all of this was happening, I don't think I would have had the courage or self-value enough to focus on trying to begin an academic endeavor. I think I would have succumbed to a lot of malaise. I really have a great sense of appreciation for the students who signed up for my class, allowed to be in the experience of what's going on, because it's an art class. That's a part of it. You know, we synthesize the world into art. Art is the reflection, it's the product, it's the manifestation of the intersection of your external and internal world. And I can't think of a time in my life that art would have been as important as it is now, because the more chaos and the more trauma happening out here, the more that meeting place the more the external and internal reflect each other. So the more chaotic and the more traumatic and the more like visceral of what's going on externally, the easier it is for the internal to come into that space. But if you use the filter of art to connect the internal and the external in times like this, you can create an experience that's not chaotic and derailing and re-traumatizing. You can create an experience that hurts because it's got hurt, and it's painful because it's got to be painful because it's a painful time that we're in. It can be an experience that moves you to a place where that external chaos is not dictating what's happening internally. And so I think that this is a really perfect time to be filling a mentor and teaching role, because that's a part of my practice, you know. So thank you for tuning in for this little update. I appreciate you, and I will hopefully not be a stranger.